go in and out of conversations.
Hey,
Okay, guys.
I go in.
I'm gonna do my impression of Andre from 5 seconds ago.
Wow, that's so racist against British people.
I can't breathe.
That was a drunk Brit accent.
Breathing and laughing is a chore.
It's like, fuck. Yeah.
That's an insult.
Is that an insult or is that a like
don't
a
speak cock.
regular cock?
Yeah. I only speak dick. Your eye just made so much noise.
Your eye made noise.
You guys' eyes don't make those noises? He basically just like made like a disgusting chewing sound by rubbing his eye.
Yeah.
I mean, you could be a voice actor.
The whole time you were doing that, I was trying to see if you were doing something with your mouth.
Yeah, I'm just
Kind of sound
squeezing
like
my
pussy or something.
squeezing my eye. Wait, do you guys want to do that?
It was so loud. It was like there was a microphone up to you.
Do it again.
Do it again. Listen.
Holy shit!
That's so squeaky clean. It's so gross.
You guys' eyes not do that?
No.
Sorry.
What the fuck, guys? You have to get your eyes checked out.
His eye's not
Put
real.
some Windex in
Yeah.
there or something.
You guys don't floss your eyes with Windex?
You guys gotta figure out the brake pads on your eyes, guys. Like
The brake pads.
Yeah, dude. It's supposed to be making more noise than that.
We should be rolling back there. Are we good, Andre?
Your eye is more moisturized than half of like 50-year-old.
Now, if you don't want to hear Star Wars spoilers,
Don't listen to this
remember to close the door.
Close your eyes.
Well, no, I'll just have headphones in so that
Okay.
way I can easily sneak
We're gonna
in.
start right now. Could you believe it?
I can't believe it.
I couldn't believe it.
And we were all there together.
I know.
Yeah.
You know, funny enough, somebody was talking to me on my Instagram about fucking Star Wars, and they were like, "Can you believe?" And like they actually spoiled it, and I was like, "Dude."
Who starts with that?
Yeah, I know.
What did they spoil?
She was like, "Do you like the?" I know. So no. Yeah, no. She actually spoiled the reveal of.
Apparently that was a popular spoil. Like a lot of people knew about it before going into the movie.
Yeah, I kind of had an idea about it because there was a lot of theories, but I mean, they went a different way than the theories that I thought it was going to be. Andre, you got headphones on? Because we're actually spoiling it now.
Look, it's a
Andre, do you have headphones on?
he's going.
Do you have headphones on?
You're gonna wake the baby.
Look, it's a snack jacket.
Snack jacket.
And then right.
Oh my god. You're a piece of shit.
What?
Don't you remember?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember?
Yeah.
And then you fucking So yeah, guys, welcome to Two Guys, One Guest. Yeah.
Oh, we started.
Heavy Star Wars spoilers. Yeah, we've been started. We started when
Oh,
Andre.
really?
Yeah, we started when Andre was.
Oh, that shouldn't be the start then.
Oh no, we'll cut it. But you
They
know,
said something.
The start should be now.
did you say? You guys are peeking my audio.
There we go.
That's the start.
Yeah.
Oh, Mickey, you're so fun. You're so funny. You follow around. Hey, Mickey. Hey,
Oh,
hey,
is that-
Mickey.
Is that what that was?
Yeah.
Oh, I was just following your lead.
I just know that song from Wayne's World 1?
Yeah.
Or maybe 2.
No.
1?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's probably 2.
Might be
You're
two.
like, no.
Might be two.
If there's one thing I'm absolutely sure, and this is not a bit, I'm dead serious, this is my Eddie impression.
Yeah.
It's that is from Wayne's World 1. Even though I honestly do think it's from 2.
You don't
I
know
do
your R's
too,
enough.
even though I've never
She.
seen it.
What?
She.
But nothing.
You've never seen Wayne World at all?
Yeah, I have. I just didn't pay attention.
Yeah, that's fair.
They're both really good.
They are very good.
I have them on DVD.
Both of them?
Whoa. Nice. Not streaming on DVD.
I have them on DVD.
That was so funny. We were talking about you this. I think it was either this morning or yesterday. We were like, "Who just watches Step Bros?" Like,
It was this morning.
yeah, I think
Yeah.
so. Because we were talking about when we went to go drop off those tamales for you.
Really quick, what's that movie with Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly? Is that called Step Brothers? Okay.
Yeah.
Go
No,
on.
but that's such an
The
old
one
movie.
where
It
they
was.
were stepbrothers?
Yeah, I watched it not too long ago at the
Yeah, I think it was that day, wasn't it?
No, I watched
the
it
day
at
that
the
we
shop.
watched Star Wars. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ah.
No, when you guys came over, I was watching Starsky and Hutch, remember?
Oh, Starsky and Hutch.
Yeah, which is really weird. I don't
Still
know if I ever
really good to
finished
watch.
it. I don't know
No?
if I ever finished it.
You
Yeah.
were watching Step Bros?
No.
We're in the continuity of the bit, Colin.
What?
Starsky and Hutch could have been Step Bros. That would
They
have been
could
cool
have
porn.
been.
Yeah.
They might have been Step Bros in it.
Snoop Dogg walks in and he's like, "Oh my god!" What do you
Oh
guys?
yeah, he was in that. That's
He was
weird.
in that, yeah. Him and his iguana.
I moved this. Is it okay?
Yeah, you should scooch it back a little bit.
Back with this one.
No, towards you. There you go. Nice.
Wait.
Can you hear that on the thing?
Do it.
Does it pick it up?
Barely. I haven't been recording. No, I'm just kidding.
These actually aren't plugged
Yeah,
in.
those
These
better.
cords are CGI.
Yeah, they're all CGI.
Sorry.
All of our budget goes. All of our
I
budget
went a
goes to the
little
CGI
overboard.
cords.
Yeah, yeah. That's why we were late last week. Actually, we were. I was rendering the cords. Ugh. Oh my god! I swear to God, it sounded like you farted.
What?
No, you were like, and I was like, oh, that's a good one.
Nice.
No,
Solid.
this moved.
What are you guys sipping on?
See?
Yeah,
Is
that's
that
not
a-
stable.
Is that a coffee?
That is a coffee.
I know how you like your coffee.
I love coffee.
Your coffee.
Coffee. Can we get some coffee?
I haven't had this in so long.
Water?
No,
Yeah, it
no,
looks like you're drinking water.
It does. It's apple juice.
Oh, really?
Andre gave me some apple juice.
Nice.
It's really fucking good.
It's friendly of Andre. It's neighborly of Andre.
I'm just sipping on it though because it's like super sweet because
Mhm.
it's basically just sugar water.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Mhm.
It's funny, isn't that hilarious? Like as a kid, you're like, apple juice is like the healthy option. I don't want that bullshit.
Yeah, but it's like
it's all sugar.
just as bad as soda. Basically.
Yeah, honestly, less
Yeah.
fizzy.
The other day I got a mini Coca-Cola. And I was like...
Like those
oh.
baby cans.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because usually I try to like do no sugar stuff. And so I was like, it's fine. It's mini. And I started drinking it. And I was like, wait, that's really sugary. And I looked. It was 26 grams.
Yeah, for that tiny can.
Yeah, dude.
A,
That's crazy.
a normal
I threw it
size can
out.
of like Mountain Dew is like 60, I think. It's crazy.
Holy shit, really?
Mhm.
But when you drank it, did it feel like you had like residue on your teeth afterwards?
The
film?
Coca-Cola?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't drink that much of it.
Whenever I
threw it
drink
out.
like full on like soda, but not. It's only for like the darker ones. Like if I drink a Sprite that's not diet, I feel fine. But when I drink like a Coke or a Pepsi or whatever that's not diet, I feel like my teeth are just covered in like a residue of sugar.
Yeah, that's crazy. Huh.
What happens after you drink a liter?
Liter-
Well, no, I don't drink that much.
Literally a liter. of
Literally a
soda.
litter of cats. When you drink a litter of cats.
When's the last time you guys had soda? Do you guys drink soda regularly?
Mm, No, yeah.
Just when we go out to eat.
Yeah, that's the only time I ever do, and even then,
Yeah.
sometimes I just get like, or most of the time I get like tea or something.
Yeah, a lot of the times because I
Depends
want
on
tea
the
or
rest.
some shit.
Yeah, depends on the restaurant. But even when I get soda, it's pretty much always diet. I don't want to drink sugar. It'll make me feel bad.
Yeah, true.
Like just so much sugar at once, it's like a shock. It hurts.
The last thing that I had was probably super sugary
Yeah.
was Kool-Aid from like a restaurant. But alright,
Well, I'm gonna drink the sugar water really quick.
go for it. Tell me what your teeth feel like.
Do they feel crispy?
Feel fine.
Crisp apple.
Yeah, crispy.
Wouldn't it be funny if every time you drink
Yeah,
apple
like
juice, it was like,
like biting into it.
yeah, like a crisp apple.
Be gross.
That was so
Be-
funny.
I mean, nothing's as loud as Andre rubbing his eye. We just found out.
Yeah, that was so crazy. I had no. I was back there and I didn't see him do it, and I was like, "What the fuck is that?" And then I go, yeah, that's funny. But yeah, so we just saw
It's
Star
like
Wars together.
You know, like the pestle and mortar thing.
Yeah,
Mortar and pestle.
yeah.
It was like that was
Is
filled.
that the
with,
other word for it? Pestle?
Isn't that what it is?
I don't know. I'm asking.
Pestle and mortar.
I don't know what you're
I know
talking
mortar. You know, like
It's like the
little
old
meaty-
school thing. It's like
The
it's like
morador.
a stone, and you crush up
Oh,
herbs and stuff in
yeah.
it. Herbs and spices in it. It's
I
called
don't know.
pestle and mortar, right?
I don't know the English.
I know mortar. Yeah.
What's the Spanish for it?
Moledor.
Moleador.
Say how I would say it.
She did. She did say how you would say it.
I
Moleador.
just say that because that's what he
Yeah,
said last time.
Yeah.
I think it's
Yeah.
pestle and mortar. But anyways,
Cool.
him rubbing his eye sounded like you had like just a bunch of ground beef in it, and just going.
Let me grind this ground beef up.
But really, you go around the corner. What is that? He's just going.
Yeah, dude, that's
Cringe
funny.
ASMR.
Oh,
we
dude.
should
Oh
get
my
him to do
god.
it over the mic.
Yeah,
That's
that's cringe ASMR. That's a good little foray into new territory.
I think all ASMR is cringe ASMR. It creeps me out.
I think
Is it? I just think it's weird. It doesn't creep me out, but I think it's weird.
For the most part.
Some people get that weird feeling from it or whatever. That's why it started, but I definitely don't. I just think it's weird.
What if there is no feeling, but like some people just like say that there is to justify it? You know?
I don't think that's. I'm sure some people.
think
At least
so?
some
Yeah,
people
because
get it.
I feel like my skin like.
You get like a tingly feeling.
No, like.
Isn't that what it's
like I
supposed
feel
to be?
like there's like shit crawling on my back or something.
But that probably is
That
the
sounds
feeling.
uncomfortable.
It
Yeah.
is uncomfortable. So I don't,
That's the. What if there is a thing, but some people just don't enjoy it? Like maybe she just doesn't enjoy it.
Maybe.
Like that's what people are chasing.
Yeah, but some
They're
people
chasing
like
the
it.
dragon. So
Just-
bad.
Yeah, they're trying to get the dragon off their back. The wiggly dragon.
Cardi B listens to it to go to sleep.
Oh really?
She stated so.
Huh.
Must be true.
Which one? Like eating or whispering or?
She just said ASMR. I do like the ones where they're like opening packages. You know? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, like there's specific ones I'll listen to,
That's
but they don't
also
always
nice.
do them. Or like the sand ones.
Yeah, the sand. I was
The
gonna say
sand
one.
ones
Have
are
you seen like
nice.
the cutting sand ones? Oh, those are
Cutting
nice.
sand?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
When you go to the desert and you're just like.
No,
No, there's like
just going nuts.
you just stab in the
Hours.
Break
Like,
it.
it's a workout. The ASMR workout.
It's a new workout series like on tape that you can get.
Break
All right,
the
now grab
glass.
your machete.
Then get in your Jeep and you're gonna drive a couple miles. Yeah.
Cutting sand, like breaking glass.
Huh?
What do you mean cutting sand though? What is that? Like literally just you have a bucket
It's
of sand
another
and
thing
you're,
for
like, cutting
farts.
it? Cutting the
Cut the
sand.
sand. Yeah.
It's so lame. I love it. That was a good joke 'cause it was so funny.
Yeah. No, yeah, I think it's like magnetic sand or some shit like that, and it like stays together and forms, so you can like kind of pack it into some shit, and then they like it's like a little cup form, and then they just like, and it cuts like really uniform. It's really cool. Sounds cool.
Yeah. And they do like different stuff with it, like cakes and whatnot.
Huh.
Yeah, and then
Oh yeah, huh?
and
That's
then
true.
they just cut it and then they like reverse it.
Yeah, it looks really cool.
Yeah.
Do you guys ever?
I get triggered. It just feels like a dick, and I'm just like,
What again?
yeah, high school.
Do you guys ever get like lost into like deep YouTube holes and you just watch really weird shit?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
definitely.
The last weekend, or no, 2 weekends ago, I watched for like an hour this guy's videos. I watched 4 of them where he makes knives out of weird things. He
I
calls
love that
he
one.
calls it like the sharpest knife made out of whatever.
Milk.
Jello.
Like yeah, there was
He made
a,
a Jello.
I didn't see that one. I saw a milk one. I saw.
Rice
You don't have
paper.
knives.
I think I saw that one.
Rice
paper?
Oh no, I saw one
Oh.
out of paper. It was just paper. The one I saw at
Mhm.
least.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he makes one out of Jello, rice paper, like crazy shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's so weird.
Yeah, it is,
Yeah.
and it's crazy how sharp they are. Like
Yeah, they're
legitimately
like
sharp.
yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
He has this one tool where it's like, I don't know, say this is it. Like there's like a little nipple looking thing and it retracts into it with pressure, you know?
Uh-huh.
But it tells
Like a
you on like a little
glass
screen.
breaker looking thing.
What do you mean?
Does it look like you know how like the glass breakers have like the little point at the tip of it?
Yeah, it looks
Yeah.
like that, but it's like a button. It goes in with like a lot of pressure.
Oh,
And there's
I know
a
what you're
screen
talking
on it that tells you how hard an object is. 'Cause
Yeah.
There's like that whatever that scale is
The
call.
density or whatever. No, not the density.
Just
I
hard,
don't-
like a
yeah.
hardness scale.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what it's called.
That's
So he
actually
pushes on shit like super hard, and it gives you a number. And the
Okay.
higher the number, the harder it is.
Yeah.
So like, with the milk one, he like dehydrated it to get like whatever it is that
Mhm.
makes it like a not liquid thing, and he hardened it, and he pushed on it. And it was like say it was like a 20, and then he did all this weird stuff like mixed it with other chemicals, and let it harden it. And it was like 4 times as hard.
Yeah,
And
that's
what he made
crazy.
the knife out of. It
It's
was
really
like,
cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
And he had
It's
like
like
a little
it's like
cow
hard
handle
like
or
steel
whatever.
some shit. Yeah.
Yeah,
That
that's
was
cool.
nuts. Yeah.
It's a creative dude, man. It's cool.
There's a lot of like chemistry, weird, sciencey stuff he does.
I enjoy
Mhm.
a lot
And
of
there's
those
no
weird-
talking.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
true,
no talking.
true.
It's weird. Yeah.
Isn't there like
Is he the
Japanese
Japanese
like
guy? Yeah.
yeah?
He's the Japanese guy.
Okay,
yeah.
yeah.
There's like
Same
little
guy.
Japanese like subtitles, isn't there?
I don't remember.
We should find the
Yeah.
channel and put it here.
It's definitely a fun watch.
It's
At
a lot
least
of work for
watching
me.
one of them.
Sorry.
And then a parade comes through the year, and then there's gonna be no, yeah.
If you guys
that's
made
cool.
it this far in the video, click like right here.
God damn it.
I don't know you gotta do it.
Yeah, it's fine.
I mean, that's a thing. Click like right here.
Right. Like it's not even still. It's like right here. You gotta catch it. Yeah, where is
You made it harder for yourself.
it? Yeah. C'est la vie, or whatever those Mexicans say. But anyway.
Yeah, whatever they say. What were we
I
talking
was
about?
gonna bring up fucking
Weird
Science.
channels.
Oh,
Yeah, I love those. Like
Yeah.
the weird ones.
like
There's this
weird rabbit
one.
holes.
There's this one where it's like a ball, and I think it's made out of steel or something, or copper. I don't remember. But anyways.
The whole channel is this, or it's just?
Yeah, the whole channel is this. He heats it up, and then he puts it on stuff. So he puts it on like
And like it'll burn through it or something.
Refrigerator.
Yeah,
He just sees
how it burns through,
Oh,
or
that's
he'll
cool.
put it in like ice or something. You just see everything like kind of like shoot
Steam
out and
and
stuff.
shit. Yeah.
That's all the channel.
It's just like a super hot metal ball.
yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
It's great.
It's real hot too, real big. No, the fucking weird shit that I got into lately was like, there's this dude who does like internet conspiracies, and his videos are like fucking like 30 minutes to like an hour and a half long, and there's just like super weird like internet shit, like a lot of stuff from like Silk Road. Have you ever heard of Silk Road? It's like have you heard of Silk Road?
A road made of cocoons.
Yeah, it's made out of bugs. You just crush them and they turn into silk.
Turns into silk.
Yeah. No, well, Silk Road is like you have to have this like secured browser, I guess. I think it's like a Tor browser. Have you ever heard of those? Really? Huh.
Like browser, like internet browser?
Yeah, but it's like completely anonymous, and you can't be tracked or some bullshit.
Incognito mode?
Kinda, yeah. It's like super incognito mode, basically. But there was like a website called Silk Road where you can buy like anything. So people would like sell drugs and like people and like shit, like really crazy shit.
So it's like black market on the internet.
Yeah, it was the black market of the internet. And so the first one I watched, he did like a deep dive on, I guess the guy who ran it, like he got scammed by this dude, and he basically got him to try to hire people to murder this other dude. And so he ended up going to jail for that, and then I think they closed down Silk Road because of it, like all the proceedings. But after that, I fell into like a bunch of other of his videos, and there was a lot of shit like weird cults like hidden in like old RPG games like on the internet that shouldn't.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, so yeah, that's another one too. I guess there was this video game that came out that was like Kanye's Quest or something like that. Yeah, and it was basically like Pokemon, but with Kanye as like Pikachu basically, and then like other rappers would be like the other Pokemon, and you would like battle rappers or whatever. But there was like this hidden thing in it where like if you had typed in the right thing and you like went to the right computer and you answered the right thing when you got asked a question, it would take you to this like whole other part of the game that would be like this weird mission that eventually, like once you follow the whole thing like and you figure it out and you do it all, it was basically a front for like a cult, and that's how they were like recruiting people and stuff. And yeah,
That's really weird.
it's very weird, but
Like,
super
why?
interesting. Yeah, super random. Super random. Yeah, I don't remember how it ended because I watched these at like 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's
It's
Internet
fun,
cults.
like just random YouTube videos.
Yeah, and just like what is
It's stuff you would never know existed.
Yeah, for some reason, like I don't know if this is for you guys too, but for me, like I usually find that shit like at night. My recommendations. I wonder if YouTube does that on purpose.
Yeah,
I
like
think.
You're up at 3 a.m. I
Yeah.
know it's
well, the
It's
recommendations,
in Arizona.
they seem like they change pretty quickly. At least like 1 or 2 videos will change like after based off the last video you watched.
Right.
So I always try to click on weird stuff just so they're always there. So like
Yeah,
whenever I
so
do
you
get
have
to
the
that
option.
point, I can still watch
Huh.
something neat and see where it goes.
I probably did that inadvertently. That's funny.
I would just put in my watch later. I have 600 videos in my watch later because I never watch them later.
Yeah.
But maybe one day you will.
But maybe one day when I'm
It's
really,
like
really
the
bored.
collector's mentality.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
Seriously.
I got into like these doll making ones. They're really cool. Yeah. For a while I was gonna do it, but then I got lazy about it.
Like a little girl's doll? Like
Yeah,
or whatever?
yeah. So you just like make characters, like you draw on their faces and stuff, but more detailed and stuff like that. That's really, really cool.
Yeah, it was like artisan dolls basically.
Mm-hmm.
They were really cool.
Yeah.
I saw this video of this lady who's, I think she lives in the U.S., but she makes like realistic, like they look like actual babies.
Oh, those are creepy.
Yeah, those are
really
super creepy.
And she
Yeah.
does a really good job, and it's
Yeah.
very creepy.
Wait, that's her job?
Well, she sells them, so yeah, she made it her
Dude,
job.
that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah,
Dude,
people buy them and
It's super
they
creepy.
like make them their actual like babies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think some people do that because their baby's like passed or something, right?
Some people do.
And it's like
Yeah.
a way of coping, but it's not a healthy way at all.
Definitely not.
Yeah, I
It's
had
probably cheaper though.
I had a lady I took care of. She's older and she always wanted a kid, and she would constantly talk about she wants a kid. So I was trying to convince, and she would like cry about it, like it was devastating to her. She
didn't
never
have
had
any?
a kid. Yeah, and so I was
Was this
trying.
in the group homes?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was trying to talk to my supervisors and buying her one of those dolls, but they wouldn't. But
They were like,
Yeah,
why
but-
do you know about this?
Would it be like feeding
Yeah.
her illness or whatever?
no, I think it would have helped her, to be honest. Like, I think it could be a healthy tool, but if you like let her take it the wrong way, then probably it would have been
Yeah, it would be
an
definitely
unhealthy thing.
Destructive.
Yeah,
Right,
but she
yeah.
had staff with her, so like they were able to use it as a tool. You know, it could be helpful.
true.
Yeah.
If they could like
But it's
direct her in the
really-
right. Yeah. Yeah, I think it definitely because the company too. It's like it's not very progressive. You know,
It's-
they're very just like it's like this.
Yeah, they're
Just go to
like,
work.
this is what it is.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, it's cool. Like they take care of the people, but you know, like they're not open to new things. Like when we get into Cash App, do you use Cash App?
What is that?
No,
It's like an app.
he uses Venmo. And
Oh,
stuff
yeah.
Like that.
I use it.
Yeah, it's like
same.
Venmo basically, but different. When she was a supervisor at the group homes, she was like managing like what was it, five? Yeah, when she was managing those 5 group homes, she would like send money to the clients through the Cash App, and they would like be able to go buy shit. Because a lot of the times, like at my group home, I have to wait for my manager to go get my clients' money so that we can go out and do shit. But she can just send it to them. You know what I mean? So it kind of
They didn't like it, and they
Yeah.
took it away from them when I left.
Yeah.
So it was really
Yeah,
shitty.
so they're not very progressive about that kind of shit.
Yeah, they're not like open-minded. So like, okay, so for my guy, like he had his own bank and everything, but like we helped him with that stuff, and he would constantly have to wait for like the previous manager to like go get him money and like this and that. And so I ended up just like getting him a Cash App card, and I connected it to his bank so that he would constantly like be able to have money, and it was like well controlled and stuff. Yeah, and so afterwards I like try to keep that going when I was leaving. They were just like, nah, we're good.
Yeah.
And it's shitty because when they live in group homes, like these people are always like, oh, we'll go later, and or they get lazy about it, and it's like that's fair, whatever. Like you're taking care of other stuff, but like at the end of the day, this person's waiting for you to get like $10 just to go get a freaking soda. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
crazy.
and it makes their day, so it's like why not just make it more easy?
Where's their money coming from? Like their family or something?
Some of them get like SSI, and then like
So like disability checks or something?
yeah, disability checks, from DDD and like stuff like that. So yeah, it's just all like, and it goes to that company. So they have like their own account in that company, and then that company like assigns a person, like the manager or whatever, that's responsible for that money.
Mhm.
And if any money that was like requested or whatever goes missing, like, they're responsible. So they would have to like
Answer for it.
yeah, pretty much.
Or pay
Or
for
pay-
it. There's
or
been
pay
times
for it.
where like because you gotta keep the receipts and all that. If you lose a receipt, then you gotta give them that money back. You know what I mean? So it comes out of pocket.
Yeah, so that's how that's handled. But this guy, he had his own bank, like, because he wanted his own bank. Like, someone gladly, like, helped him with that. Because not everybody wants to help them set up their banks because it's a whole thing. Also, yeah, so he was deaf also. So, like, it was a whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Every time I'd have to go with him, I'd, like, be translating.
She
And then-
signs.
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she does. She would throw gang signs out.
Yeah.
And he'd be like, "What?"
Do you know ASL?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Like fluently or?
Not fluent. I know enough.
Especially anymore, because at the time she was using it all the time.
Actually, well, I do remember it, like.
Would you have to
Most of
speak
it.
while doing it? Does that help?
Well,
I feel like most of the people I've seen sign, they speak while they do it.
yeah, when they're translating, they speak while they're doing it so that the other person knows what you're telling them. Yeah, but you're supposed to make like gestures with your face, like if you're mad, and you're supposed to be like
Emote.
Huh?
Emote, right?
like super like dramatic. about it.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. He always fucking does this shit to me. I don't know what that means. but yeah, so you just have to be super dramatic, and there's a specific way that you do it. There's a lot of rules to it. But I learned from that guy that I took care of because I wanted to talk to him.
Did you know nothing going into it?
I knew the basics because of my sister.
What's the basics?
Eat, thirsty, drink,
Yeah, I don't know
shoes. Like, yeah, it's just like...
Why is your sister deaf?
No. No, she's nonverbal, so...
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So she was little.
Like, at all? You never heard her voice, or just very rarely?
I've heard her voice when she was little, but she had an accident, so she wouldn't talk anymore.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is she not able to, or it's like her choice?
Yeah. She chooses not to talk. No,
I don't know. Some people are like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's true, actually.
Yeah.
But no, she's just...
So she's a mute, right? Isn't that what that is? Mute?
No, like
No.
she has her voice, like she can like scream and like, you know, like make gestures and stuff like that. She just doesn't know how to talk.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, from the accident.
Yeah.
Like that part of her mind was like, for lack of a better word, like erased or whatever?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so she forgot a lot of things, but
Oh, okay.
yeah, because when she had that accident, she was 5, and this is a whole thing now.
Yeah.
But
No,
no,
it's
it's
I
cool.
never heard this, so.
No,
Yeah.
you're good. But no, when she had that accident, she was 5 and she was starting to talk. Like instead of saying like tortilla, she would say tia and things like that.
Aunt.
Yeah.
Yeah, she would say
Yeah.
aunt for
I know some
tortilla.
Spanish. The
Sure.
basics.
Eating on.
Just roll up the tia and the tortilla. Just eat it.
Yeah. Yeah.
There you go. But yeah, oh, and she would say cuss words. It was funny.
Like before the accident?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is she was learning? Is she older than you or younger than you?
No, she's
Younger.
younger than me. Yeah, she's 14 now. So,
Oh, she's
That's
later
crazy.
than you.
yeah, she's like this fucking tall.
Yeah, she's tall. I
She's
saw her
tall.
brother recently. Like, well, I mean, I've seen him a lot, but usually when I see her brother, he's always like sitting down or we're like eating or whatever. But we saw him at a Target, and I was like, "Holy shit!" Yeah, he's tall as fuck.
The
Yeah.
6.
How old is he?
He just turned 18. Yeah,
He's 6 foot something?
6'5".
Oh
Yeah.
my god, that's tall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For fucking 18, dude. Yeah.
'Cause-
it's
Yeah.
crazy.
I wasn't going to react until I heard more than 6'2", which is what I
You're gonna be like,
We'll see.
He's 6'1". Fucking shit. Little
Is he
midget.
midget?
6'5". Oh my god, he's tall!
Just
Yeah.
like to you, it's like.
I feel uncomfortable around people that are taller than me.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Because it's such a rarity.
Really?
Huh.
Yeah, yeah. That
I'm
makes sense.
taller than the vast majority of people.
Yeah, that's crazy. I never thought about
I
that.
have to bring my brother around more often.
I know, right?
I mean, I'm not like scared of them, but it is.
He's like,
it is weird. Like even when I'm next to people that are like my height, it's kind of weird. It's like, this is
How'd you
weird.
get up here?
Yeah, I used to work with a guy who was either my height or like slightly taller than me, and it was just kind of weird. It's like, you're big.
You're big down there, huh? That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so funny because we always see people who look like my brother, like from the back or something like that. And I'll be like, is that Carlos? And I'm like, no, it's not Carlos. And then like we saw him and I was like, Carlos!
Yeah.
We finally
yeah.
found him out in the wild.
So your brother's 6'5".
Yeah,
That's crazy. How many siblings do you have?
a lot. So for my mom.
This is turning into your interview. So tell me.
17.
My mom's 17. From no, just
Let me do my impression of Eddie just now.
Nice. You gotta roll the.
I can't roll the R's in the front of my mouth, so I have to do the.
Yeah. That's an option as well. They teach
It's like
you
a muffled horse.
Yeah.
It is.
That's good. Yeah, I like that.
Muffled horse.
Oh, Eddie, you muffled horse.
Well.
Just do it when you're pleased. Muffled
Oh
horse.
yes. Oh yeah.
So 17 kids.
No, okay, so my mom had 5 kids, including me. So 4 from her. And
Where are you
then
in them, like age-wise?
I'm the middle child,
Oh,
so I'm the favorite.
You're the youngest,
No,
right?
you. Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah.
But there's only 2 of us, so it's like 50-50 chance.
Yeah. It's
I'm
me or the dog, so-
I'm either the oldest or the youngest.
Yeah, that's funny.
That's crazy.
I thought the middle child was the one that's like traditionally like forgotten or whatever.
Not me.
Really?
Yeah.
You're like, shit.
Oh God, you met me before?
I'm my mom's favorite.
Are you?
It's debatable.
That's what she says.
Okay, so for sure it's my little sister,
Yeah.
obviously. But that's like a given. Like nobody's even like mad about that. Like we're like, yeah, of course, you know. And then I think it's me, and then my little brother, and then the other two, but whatever. And then.
What's the age difference between all of you?
Not much, honestly.
Yeah, like okay, so
Well, how old are you? Like 26?
I'm about to be 25.
You're about to be
She
25?
is 25, about to be 26.
Okay. But your youngest sister's 14?
Yeah.
That's a pretty big difference. Just
Yeah,
right
but
there.
her brother between them is 18.
How old's your oldest sibling?
28? 27?
So your oldest sibling is basically twice as old as your youngest.
Youngest, yeah?
Yeah, I think he's gonna be 29.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So he's
This
like,
year.
He's my
Oh.
age.
This year. Yeah. So it goes.
Is it me? Is this?
It could be. My dad slept around. That's why I said for my mom, 4.
Yeah.
My dad slept
Wait.
around.
Is this why I like Mexican food so much?
Could be.
I just
yeah.
learned.
It could be. It could
You,
be.
you thought it was only 2 of you, but it's like 7.
Teen.
Yeah.
Yeah, so my brother's 4 years older, and then 2 years after him it's my brother, and then 2 years after that it's me, and then 8 years after that is my little brother, and then I think 4 years after that was my sister. That's how my mom had us.
So 5 altogether?
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting.
How many siblings do you have?
2.
Brother and sister, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, when I met them for the first time, I didn't know for the longest time that they were actually your brother and sister because you were keeping a bit up the entire time.
Oh, yeah. They bit hard, too.
And then you
so-
got them to go in.
Yeah, we're
What
good
was the
at that.
bit?
That they were my brother.
No,
I
that they
think,
weren't.
Yeah,
That they
I
weren't.
introduced them. They're like, "This is my brother and sister," and then I think I was like, "No, I'm just kidding. They're not." And they were like, "Yeah, we're not." So,
And then I was like, wait, are you?
Yeah.
And then it went on for
No
like
idea.
hours.
Yeah, a long time.
Yeah.
I don't think it ever ended actually.
Yeah, no one ever confessed them. I just kind of realized like,
Yeah,
pretty sure.
They're
Moving
long
on.
Connors.
Yeah, we're
Long
long
cons.
cons for
Like
sure.
their name is Connor?
Yeah. Long
Yeah.
Connors.
Yeah, Roseanne used to be our mom, but not anymore.
After she
Yeah.
came out as racist.
Yeah, we're like, "Nah, mom, we're not eating those cookies." No, but yeah, it's funny. I don't really talk to my brother or sister very much. One, because my sister's in Seattle, but then also my brother's like super busy. But we started hanging out again recently, and yeah, we bit hard, dude. Like we hadn't talked to each other in a long time, and we were fucking throwing bits at each other like left and right, and they were good. It was funny. Yeah, it was the 3 of us hanging out. We were just dying.
Yeah.
It was cool.
We got way off topic.
Yeah, I know.
All the time.
Yeah, we started talking because he was having like a serious problem, and we just like started a bit, and then it just devolved into a bunch of other bits, and then eventually we'd be like, all right, so anyways.
It was like the
Nah.
border.
yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
It was funny. Yeah.
When did your sister move to Seattle?
Like 3 years ago, I want to say.
What for?
For real?
I think so. Feels like it. I
2
don't know.
years.
Was it?
2 years now. Like,
Just
I don't know.
because or what?
After 25, I gave up on sense of time. I was just like, doesn't matter.
True.
Truly. But yeah, her boyfriend got a job for Boeing.
Oh, that's
the
cool.
airplane
Nice.
place. Yeah. And they offered him a job in Everett, Washington. 'Cause I
Where
guess
is
that's
that in
where
like relation to Seattle?
I think it's like 2 hours away from Seattle.
Is it a big city or not?
It's a small city, and it's also a city that was built for the Boeing company, I guess. Or like it's centered around the Boeing company. So yeah, but that's
The
where they live now.
infrastructure expanded because of that.
Yeah, and there's a lot of like
people
benefits.
who work there and stuff.
Yeah, a lot of people who work there. Yeah.
That's cool.
Apparently, though, fucking Washington is like really shitty. They got like their car broken into and like shit. Like I guess they went to the park and they got their car broken. I guess that could happen anywhere, but
Well, apparently they have a big issue about people breaking into their cars. To
Yeah.
the point where, like, I guess she had talked to someone who's from there.
yeah, and they were like,
And-
"Oh, you're an idiot, of course."
Yeah.
Really?
And they're like,
Yeah.
you have to leave your glove compartment open so they can see you don't have anything in
Yeah,
there.
people like leave their cars open and unlocked and their glove compartment open so that people can be like, "Oh, there's nothing in there." to
Yeah, so
steal,
they won't
why?
break their windows.
Yeah, that's how
or
bad it
anything
is.
like that. Yeah,
Yeah,
so they
and
just
nobody
like,
told.
Yeah, nobody told them.
So they went to the park, and I guess she left her wallet and her phone and shit in the car, and yeah, they were gone.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. That's
Right?
definitely
Yeah, that's a problem, right?
That's not-
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
What the fuck was that?
That's Andre's
Bless
eye.
That was like a scary sound.
It was. It sounded like a fucking video game. No?
Yeah, like you turn a corner, there's the monster at the video right there.
Nice. That's crazy.
He just voices on video games.
But yeah, you guys want to talk about Star Wars now?
Well, I'm not done.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
How old are your siblings? Are you the youngest or oldest?
I'm the oldest. My sister is 24. She's a year younger than me, right?
To be 24.
She's about to be 25.
Is she?
Yeah, she's about to be 25.
Oh.
And then my brother is, he's got to be like 23 or something.
Yeah, he's 2 years younger than me.
He's just gotta be.
Something like that.
Yeah.
He's cool. That's all I care about.
What's it like being the oldest?
It's weird. We were actually talking about that earlier today.
Well, now we're talking about it right now. So.
Yeah, true. So full circle in my life. Yeah,
It's the beginning of my circle.
Yeah, I know. That's crazy. Life is circle. Life is circle and life is bits.
Circle you.
What?
You're such a 360.
Yeah. I can't stand topic. I just 360. A while ago, we did this bit where like I got lost in a parking lot, and so I just ended up going in circles, and we called it sharking. So like whenever I accidentally go in a circle somewhere, I'm like, oh, I'm sharking now. Sharking it up.
We've had that bit. That's been one of
A long running
a long bit.
Yeah. It's
Like,
shark this
Like a couple
place.
days now.
No,
Like 2 days
years.
at least. 2 days, yeah.
2 minutes ago.
We just thought of it right now. We just thought of it right now, and she went along with it. That's all I'm. No. But yeah, no, it was weird, I guess, because you kind of like think.
It was weird being an older brother. You're not anymore.
Yeah, it was weird. Not so much anymore, because I've definitely been surpassed. My sister's got a way better job, so she's chilling, and she did a lot better in high school than me. But anyways,
I thought he had the job.
he does, but she also graduated like really high in her class, and she had a really really good job before she left, and she still has a really good job, but it's different because it's a different state and all that. But yeah, she did really good. Yeah, no, I don't know. It was weird because I guess you kind of are looked for guidance in a way, but also like I never really grew up. I'm still growing up. You know what I mean? I just bought this jacket, so growing up eventually. Buying outerwear now. You know what it is. But yeah, so I don't know. I think it was like you're kind of looked on for guidance a little bit, but I didn't know what that meant. I still don't really know what that means. So it was weird. Yeah. Did you look up to your brother or anything?
Yeah, I still do.
Yeah.
I do a lot. I follow my brother's footsteps a lot throughout my whole life.
Yeah, and see, for us too, like in my family, we have a shitload of cousins, like a shitload of them, and we spent a lot of time with them when we were younger.
Like this many.
Yeah, you could if you had them in your hands, you'd be like. No, but yeah, like I had like a lot of my cousins are older than me, so I kind of felt like they were my older siblings, you know, and so I knew what it probably felt like to look up to me. And I was like, I don't think they feel the way that I feel about my older cousins because they got their shit going on, and I'm just yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
The way I looked up to my brothers and cousins was all the bad shit they did.
Really?
Yeah, I did too. And then I
Yeah.
introduced it to my cousin. Well, we're all related. My cousin.
My cousin that's not related to me, I taught him.
What's your cousin?
Yeah.
Sorry. I was talking like it was in my own head.
Internal conversations with Amy.
I do that way too much. Anyway, so, because there was all the boy cousins and then the girl cousins. Like, it was 2 groups. And then I would hang out with the boy cousins because of my brothers. And then the girl cousins didn't really like hanging out with the boy cousins. That's why. And then so I would go and hang out with the girl cousins and teach them all the bad stuff I learned from the boy cousins. And we'd get into a lot of crazy shit.
Have you guys heard of this thing called stealing?
It's crazy. You can get anything you want.
My brother just taught me about the 5-finger discount. You guys.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah. No, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Did you ever do anything bad as a kid? Like break armchairs? Colin's the Hulk, if you guys didn't know.
No, I never
Busting
really.
out of those shorts.
I never really misbehaved. Not that
Really?
Not that I can think of.
What was the worst thing you ever did?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Really?
Yeah.
That's how bad it is.
Well,
he
that's
doesn't
great.
remember.
I blocked
Well,
it out.
you know how I've talked to you guys. I grew up Catholic and all that.
Yeah.
I went to a Catholic school.
Yeah.
My
So
whole
you
life
need
has
to
been
know.
driven by guilt.
Yeah, no, yeah, I feel
So
you.
I never really acted out.
So are you kind of like Irish?
My name is Irish, I think.
Well,
Yeah. First or last?
full circle.
Colin? Or maybe it's English. I don't know.
It's interesting. I don't know what the worst thing I ever did was. I definitely grew up.
Oh, I
Catholic
forgot
as
I
well.
killed.
Back to the first episode. There was a fridge in Andre's house, actually. No, yeah, I don't know. I don't think I ever did anything too crazy. But I also was raised Catholic, and probably the thing that I was most known for doing bad was listening to metal and like being really like I got really into like the whole satanic part of it because of that, I think. And yeah,
Because it's just the opposite of what you know.
Yeah, a polar opposite for sure. But I don't know. My family's kind of weird. Like, there's a lot of church stuff going on. Like, part of my family is like makes their money from the church. You know? So,
Really?
yeah, they're like super into it. And, yeah, it's weird. But you know, they're doing their thing. Whatever.
What's the worst thing you ever did as a kid?
A lot.
How much time we got?
So I didn't even have an answer. You didn't really say anything either.
I don't know though. I'm gonna have to think about it.
Yeah.
I did do some shit, but
I mean, I'm sure I did too, but definitely nothing.
I did a
Really
lot of
don't
illegal
really.
shit.
I think I definitely blocked a lot of that shit out.
Yeah.
I would, let's see, I would go around graffiti.
I do that now.
Yeah, because my brothers taught me how.
It's like you sign paper, but like up here.
Which is funny because when he started getting into that art form, let's call it that.
Sure.
I was teaching him a lot of ways to get like certain angles and stuff.
Yeah, true.
I was like,
These
here,
pronounced angels, right?
Anal.
anal. A lot of anals.
A lot of angels. It's like you do anal wings. Angel wings, sorry.
But yeah, that was funny because we went to the graffiti store and like they have
What the
a.
hell's the graffiti store?
Yeah, there's a graffiti store, man.
There's a-
where you
there's
just
a
go buy
lot of
supplies.
graffiti
There's a lot of
stores.
graffiti stores, yeah.
This one is
It's awesome.
on like 7th Street and
Camelback?
It's called Just Blaze. And
Yeah,
they
check
have,
it out. Just Blaze.
They have like, sorry.
Plugging Just Blaze, yeah.
I was like, what are you doing? I was like, anyways,
Yeah,
there's like a backyard type of a thing, and you can graffiti anywhere. And there's like,
Mm-hmm.
but I mean, people are like respectful about it because some people put up like art.
Crazy pieces.
Like,
Yeah, like somebody
yeah.
will put something like this up.
Yeah.
Like, it's just
So-
really nice. It's crazy.
So
yeah.
you gotta be mindful of like not graffitiing on their shit.
Yeah, the guy that
Yeah.
worked there was like, because I asked him, I was like, "Is it cool if I tag anywhere?" You know, and he was like, "Yeah, the general rule is that if you can do better than what's on that spot, then go for it. But if not, then probably leave it alone." You know, so I didn't have a lot of space. I was writing on the floor. You know? I did actually.
We actually were, yeah.
Yeah, we did a little bit.
But yeah, it was so funny.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, just like put the camera like this and then just angle it and go fast and like
Yeah.
do this and that. So like I used to do that when I was little. And
Like
then
two?
Huh?
Like two?
Yeah. No,
2
I
years
was,
old.
Throw it up on the wall.
I was probably around 9 to 10 years old.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I used to break into a lot of houses.
Oh, I can relate. Yeah.
I remember my teen years.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, for fun.
Yeah.
I used to.
That is pretty fun. So.
It is.
The thrill, the rush.
Yeah, one time I broke into 2 houses.
Like abandoned houses or people living
mainly
there?
abandoned.
Okay. It's still.
She said mainly. So.
Mainly.
Oh.
Mainly
Tell us about the
abandoned.
ones that weren't abandoned.
Yeah, let's get into those.
There was one, and I don't know if they moved out and they left all their shit.
That's not a thing. That doesn't happen.
Don't you?
That's
are
something
you
you're
sure?
telling yourself.
Like, like when people move out of their house every morning between 7 and, you know what I'm talking about, right? When they move out of their,
I've heard of
you know
that.
that period in the day when they move out of their
Damn
house.
it! I'm such a bad boy. All these stories you guys are telling me.
We just breaking this chair over and over.
I don't know if they moved out, just left all their
Yeah.
stuff. That was so
Oh my
genuine,
God.
but no. That doesn't happen, let me tell you.
Well, we'll never know.
I know, for
You have
sure.
to ask them.
So anyways.
So yeah, the whole complex pretty much robbed them because I left their door open.
Oh shit, dude! What the fuck?
So that's definitely the worst thing I've heard so far.
Yeah. It's
Anything
pretty-
else?
Yeah. Well, that's technically an
I'll be
assist,
there.
but it's still pretty bad.
Yeah, 10 or 11.
Yesterday.
The last time I broke into a house was when I was 16 years old.
When did you guys meet?
Huh.
When I was 14.
You weren't, dude?
Yeah,
Seriously?
2008. November of 2008.
Oh, wow. That's weird. What?
November of 2008. I don't know. I'm just saying it again.
I think you were 15. You must have been 15.
No. I was a freshman.
Yeah.
Yes, I was 14.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Mhm.
Crazy. But we didn't really hang out in the beginning.
Mhm.
Yeah. We met and then we did our own thing, but we kind of like, hey, what's up? And then eventually, I think my senior year,
So let me tell you the first time this guy.
I broke into a house.
This guy met me.
Yeah.
That's a
We have
fun
different
story.
stories. We have different
No.
stories. So.
Mine's the correct one. Okay.
We'll see what you
Get
think.
this straight.
I'll be the judge.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, tell me the details.
So I had on
5 minutes, go.
5 minutes. Got
Yeah,
it.
there you go.
I had on pigtails, and
Like as an accessory, they weren't actually grown from your head.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was like,
like-
you know
like
those
I-
clip-on ties, but it was 2 pigtails.
yeah, like I cut off the tails from the pig.
Yeah.
I put them on my hair.
Okay.
There you go.
Like that's a normal thing. That's
Yeah.
what my family does.
I put.
Yeah.
You know how it curls?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hair.
I put my hair in it like that, and it curled around my hair.
Gross.
Or you just put it here and it's like the Jewish people that have the
The little curly fries that they got.
Curly fries.
All right, so your 5 minutes are over. So,
Alright, so far I don't know if I can believe
strategic.
Okay, so
that. Starting now.
I had a best friend who was obsessed with your best friend.
Yeah,
Was he your best friend?
he's a guy I knew.
The guy you know. With his friend. And she kept like talking about him, and I was like, dude, you keep talking about this, like dude, like who is this person? So she was like, oh, he's over there. Like she was obsessed with him, and then we later found out that she was actually like crazy. So
Yeah, like legitimately
Like,
crazy.
legit crazy.
She was nuts.
Yeah.
I forgot
So-
about that girl, huh?
For real?
Yeah, thankfully.
That's fun. Anyways.
I'll tell you off air some of the answers. But anyways.
So I was like, let me go meet this dude you keep talking about and obsessing over. And so we go over there, and I'm just standing there, like, you know, watching them interact and stuff. And he, like, keeps, like, going, hey, nice pigtails. And I ignored him because I was like, whatever. He goes, nice pigtails.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
It
I was
worked.
like, yeah.
It worked, bro. Here we are. Fucking. So all you boys out there,
Nice
Blade's got pigtails. Let her know.
I was like, thanks.
Oh yeah, but you gotta do it with pizzazz. I was like, hey, nice pigtail. You gotta shock the
But
ladies.
for the longest time, he, like, kept lying, being like, that's not how that happened. I was like, yeah, that's how that happened.
Yeah, now that you're telling it and I'm under pressure, I think that might have been. Yeah, because the way that I remember us meeting was actually.
any story now.
Yeah,
See
I
if these
think.
match up.
No,
he's
yeah.
saying
That I'm wrong. Yeah. No, yeah, what I thought originally was that.
Wrong.
Okay, so anyways. No, yeah, I thought that we met like a little bit after that because I must have blocked that out because, you know, that's embarrassing. But yeah, no, so I think what I thought when we met, she was coming, like she came up to me.
She was coming on to me.
She was like, I was just standing there, and she was like, hey, nice pigtails. I was like, oh, your boy had long hair. No, yeah, but she, I thought that she came over to like talk to our other friend that became like, we became the 3.
Musketeers.
We're not friends anymore. But yeah, so I thought she came over to talk to him, and I was looking down her shirt, and I was like, hey, you're cool. I thought that was the first time we met, but now that I think about it, I think you're right. I think I did say that, the pigtails thing.
Yeah.
Just looking at her shirt, I was like, hey.
That was a different man. That was a different man. But you know what? You grow, people. I'm still getting there, but... Yeah, right. I think that was the first time we met, for sure. Also, she was really, like, ballsy when we were in high school. She's still ballsy.
It sounds like...
Yeah.
Yeah, around the...
I used to just...
Breaking at houses.
Go to houses.
Casually.
Tag up the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I was a completely different person in high school.
Yeah.
Like, completely different. Now I'm super anxious, super depressed.
You know how it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
25!
Yes! Yeah, right. Seriously.
But, yeah, it's funny because, like, apparently I had a 5-second rule in high school.
Yeah, that's what I was going to bring up.
Like you drop hot dogs and just blow them off and then...
Pretty much.
That was a good tag bit. I like that. That was
Pretty much. So,
well, I don't know any of the 5-second rule.
I've never been so impressed by a bit that I didn't even laugh at it. I was like, damn, respect. That was a good fucking bit.
It was.
My favorite things: food, the floor, arbitrary rules.
I'll let you explain the 5-second rule because you remember it more than I do.
So the hot dog didn't have mustard on it and it touched the floor. Remember we used to get nachos? Did they serve nachos at your high school, like, as lunch?
Yeah, they had a lot of weird stuff. They had this, like taco salad.
Yeah!
It's not salad at all.
Yeah, no, it was like
it's
Tostitos.
It's like the deep fried bowl thing.
Yeah.
It filled with bullshit. They had that and it was super good, but the line for that was nuts.
Yeah, seriously.
Every day it was nuts.
For us, the line for pizza was nuts, because I think, well, I don't know about you, but when I was in high school, pizza was new at our high school, and so the line for that
was it from Pizza
nuts.
Hut?
Yeah, we had some from
like
Pizza
little
Hut.
personal pan.
Yeah, we had those, but then also we had like the school pizza, and both
we
of
just
those
had
lines
the
were crazy.
Pizza Hut ones. We also had Blimpies at our school.
What the fuck? Was there rats at your school?
Rats?
Yeah.
No way.
You don't remember the Blimpies commercial with the rats?
No.
I'll show you later.
Okay.
But anyway, so the 5-second rule.
Okay.
Yeah, so I remember her telling me, like, when I was younger, and it's funny because I actually still somewhat live to that rule to this day. So anyway, so how was your weekend? No. Okay, sorry.
That is the 5-second notice there.
Yeah, you forget things.
For 5 seconds.
No, yeah, she told me when I was younger, because I was really shy as a kid, and she was really, like, she would just talk to everybody, like, everybody, and which is how she ended up talking to me, you know, but,
pigtails.
Yeah, exactly, yeah, but, damn, those pigtails. No, I'm just kidding, but no, seriously. Anyways, yeah, the 5-second rule, I remember we were talking one day, and I think I don't know if I asked her specifically, like, how she's so comfortable, like, talking to strangers all the time and, like, talking to so many people. And she was like, let me not butcher it, but she was like, you just got to think to live in the 5 seconds. So you walk up to somebody, and then you just live in those first 5 seconds, and then anything after that doesn't matter. So whatever happens in those 5 seconds, that's all that matters. And so, like, now whenever I go talk to somebody that I don't know, or, like, I'm nervous to talk to or whatever, I'm just like, I only have 5 seconds with this person, so it doesn't matter what happens here. And so that calms my nerves, and I can just talk to strangers. You know what I mean?
Give me an example, because I kind of know what you mean, but not at the same time. Because if you know you're spending more than 5 seconds with them,
yeah.
How does the 5-second rule?
So for me, I took that to mean as like, like if you come up to somebody and you embarrass yourself, or the conversation doesn't go in a positive direction or anything, after 5 seconds, you don't need to be invested into that anymore. You know what I mean? So if I walk up to you and I don't know you at all, and you just say like, "Hey, nice shoes" or whatever, and you're just like, oh, "Get out of here, nerd," you know, like, whatever. That was the 5 seconds that I needed.
By the way, that's his favorite bit.
Nerd.
Yeah.
Because of you, actually. Because I think you said that in the podcast. You were like, "Fucking nerd," and I've been saying that for forever.
Fucking nerd or geek or something.
Yeah, I think it was geek actually. But yeah, so that was the rule. It's
fucking
like
geek.
Let's talk about Star Wars now.
See, the gag is.
I know, right? Yeah, but so I don't know. I guess you try to live in those first 5 seconds, and then
so like you're trying to make them a good 5 seconds, and if shit goes awry, you're like whatever.
Kind of, not even that really. It's just to take the opportunity and invest 5 seconds of your life into something
it's
that you might not
also
know how
like
it would turn out.
You just need to muster enough courage to talk to that person for 5 seconds.
Yeah. Okay. There you go. That's what it was.
Yeah.
That's a better way to put it.
So for those 5 seconds, like that's all you have to worry about.
Yeah.
That's all you got to think about.
Because then it's like their turn after 5 seconds or whatever.
It's not
No,
like literally, but it's like, think about it like when you started anything. the starting is always like the annoying part or the most hard part. Once you're like going and the ball's rolling and whatnot, like it comes so naturally to you or so easy.
Or at least easier.
Yeah,
Right,
exactly.
yeah.
And like, and then at that point, like it's already hard to stop because you had already started it. You know.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like
That's
that.
what it was, too.
Yeah.
Where'd you learn that?
I don't know.
Yeah, and so she would just do it. Like I would see her. Like,
It's probably like written on one of the walls, the house.
The bathroom wall.
one of the houses, yeah.
I was taking a big dump. And I was
In one of the houses. Honey, I don't know what it is. Every time I come home from work, this bathroom. It smells like burritos or something from that you would get in high school lunch or something.
I wish that was something I got into. Oh, sorry.
What just happened? You just 5 seconds into that. Did you ever shit in anyone's house?
Sponsored by Monster.
Sponsored by Monster.
My burp was.
Damn.
No, I wish that was something I got into. Though.
Shitting in people's houses?
Hell yeah. You remember Bad Cop?
What?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's something I do now.
That's good.
I don't
Say hell
break into
yeah.
houses.
Shit in people's houses?
Sure.
Same.
Yeah.
You remember Bad Cop?
Bad Cop?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Or what was it? It was with
RoboCop?
No, it was something.
Paul Blart? Mall Cop?
No, I think it was Bad Cop.
Cops?
Bad Boys?
It was Tracy Morgan, and that.
Oh, I do remember Bad Cop.
Willis, I think his name is.
Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis.
Did you ever see that movie? Bruce Willis and Tracy Morgan? It's a gem of a bad movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? It's amazing.
Yeah,
Anyways.
it's amazing in the worst way.
No, what? In the bed? I love it. Anyways, so there's this burglar, and he always like breaks into houses and he shits in the houses.
That was like his trademark.
Like
That
in
was
the
his
bathroom
trademark.
or just anywhere?
No,
No, in the
house.
bathroom. Like yeah, in the bathroom. Like that was his trademark. He would always shit in the
It
house.
smelled
that,
really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I wish that was my thing.
That's a good idea.
That would have been dope.
Fuck yeah.
But no, yeah, I would just break into random
I
places.
just steal a bunch of shit.
I-
Still shouldn't leave the doors open for the next.
So-
Dude,
They had a dog, but you know.
their
More. Yeah.
their whole apartment, like I seriously, I wish I knew. It's like it was, I don't know, like it was just a mess. Yeah.
Before or after?
After.
I walked in and I was like, ugh. What's wrong with you people?
After.
Peasants.
After, for sure.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy. Like,
Could you imagine the first person to be like, oh, this door's open?
yeah, like I would see people go into their apartment just take shit out all the time. Like,
I don't know, they move out every day. So
like, but they never came back. So it was just
That's
like,
weird.
yeah, like I don't know if like they went on a vacation.
Damn. Could you imagine coming back from a vacation?
All your stuff is gone.
Yeah. Your door's just wide open.
Your neighbor stole your shit.
Your shit's coming. We got stepbro alert.
Hey, step bro.
So anyways, we went to see Star Wars recently.
We haven't even talked about Star Wars yet.
No, we're not going to. I'm just kidding. You can rub your eyes safely. It's fine. No, but I do have
Can you just do it
a
into
story
this
about.
mic though?
No, so we actually did go to see Star Wars recently, right? And I had to go take a shit in the middle of fucking Star Wars.
So
I
you
went
had to
go-
go break into someone's house and then.
Yeah, it was a long break. But yeah, so I went to go to the bathroom, right? And there was somebody in there, and I was like, you know what? I'm an adult. I'm just gonna shit. I don't care. So I sit down and start shitting, and the guy like left, and I was like, all right.
Are you a shy shitter?
Initially, but once I get the ball rolling, I was like, well, what are you gonna do? 5
5
seconds.
seconds.
Nice.
I don't have a problem at all.
Really? In public?
Yeah.
I'm
You just
just
leave the door open?
I mean, no. I mean, I want the door closed, but like, if people are in the bathroom, I don't give a fuck.
Really? See, I'm trying to get to that level, but I'm not there yet.
Bro, if somebody saw me walk into the bathroom,
The stall?
if I know that person knows I am currently in the bathroom,
Uh-huh.
I can't shit while that person is still in the bathroom.
Really?
I will
Yeah.
wait until that person
Really?
walks
See,
out.
I
literally
used
say,
to be
I
like
need to
that.
go shit in my group of friends or whatever. And
No,
then I
but like
go.
in the restroom, like just among
Yeah, when you're
strangers.
when you get to the actual stall and it's time for business.
Yeah.
Like, I'll
And it's
announce
just-
in front of friends, so when it comes down to it.
Yeah, when it's
Oh, yeah, I'll
just you,
say-
yourself, and your shit. I mean,
It doesn't matter.
really?
And then I
See,
can
I
tell
need-
a stranger I'm gonna go shit, but like I need to go to the bathroom and then I'll
No.
go shit.
If
But
somebody-
like, do you walk in the restroom and then somebody's washing their
Yeah.
hands, and you're like, hey, I'm gonna go shit.
No,
No,
That's what we're saying.
No, you shit. Okay, if somebody's okay,
Do
I
you
do
shit?
I do. So
We're talking about like multi-toilet restrooms,
Yeah.
not like the singular ones.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Okay.
yeah, I don't have a problem shitting.
Dude,
in the
yeah.
Rumble.
Show
It's-
me.
shit right here, right
I
now.
don't have to.
God damn it.
True. Logistically
Alright.
speaking, he
This
doesn't
is
need
what
to
we're
nor
gonna
have to.
Yeah, somebody
Leave,
Ugh.
break in, and then shit.
Bring back into the house. Okay, so I went to see Star Wars again, and at the end of the movie, fuck no, I'm just kidding. But so
I was like, wait, how far are you gonna go with this?
the very end. But so I went to go shit in the middle of Star Wars, right? And there wasn't. We were early in the day,
Like
so
in the
there
middle
wasn't.
of a theater of Star Wars.
Yeah, shit in the middle of it. So there wasn't a lot of people there, and so I was like, all right, cool. So like I said, I walked in, there was a dude, and he was like changing clothes, and I was like, you know what? I'm about to shit, so that's not the weirdest thing that's about to happen
No,
here.
that is still the weirdest thing.
He looked hobo-y, but I was like, well, I mean, it just cost $7. Anyway, besides the point. So I walk in there, and he's like putting his jacket on. He's putting a shirt on. You can tell like he's like finishing putting his shirt on, and then he's getting his jacket.
Oh, he wasn't even in a stall.
No, he was just out like by the washing
Interesting.
handy area. So I go into the stall and I'm like, all right, you know what? There's an old man. He just put a shirt on in a bathroom. I don't have nothing to worry about. So I take my jacket off and I finally, because I just got this jacket, and I was like, I'm gonna use the hook that they got. I put it on the hook. Take the pants down. Sit down. And then he leaves. And I'm like, all right, tight. I'm really shitting now. So I start taking shit, right? And I forgot. I think we ate jambalaya that day. So it's fresh, herby,
How
the sentience.
in-depth are you gonna get?
Yeah, it was a potent one for sure. So I'm sitting in there. It was potent as fuck, and I hear the door open. And it was one of those bathrooms that has a door outside and then another door to get in, right?
Yeah.
I heard the first door open, and I was like, well, too late now. And then the other door opens, and the guy goes, God damn, I smelled that from the first door. And I was like, I was like, you're right. My bad. God damn. Yeah. And I don't know if he thought somebody was in there or if he did it, so I started making noise, you know, to be like, I heard you, bro.
There's more to come.
Yeah.
God
So
damn.
I think after that, after I started making a lot of noise, I still continued to shit, and he like left. More people walked in, and I was like, "Well, how much worse can I get?" And I just walked out. Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that was a really good bit. It's one of those bits I wish I could do, but I don't have the balls to do. It's so funny. Can you imagine walking into a smelly bathroom and be like, "God damn!" Yeah.
see, that shit's always annoyed me though. When people do that, like when you're in the
Oh,
bathroom
when they're being
taking a
blatant about
shit.
it? Yeah.
Because it's just like, what the fuck did you expect, Roses?
I know, right? I'm just not allowed to use these.
Like, my bad. I changed from my diet to potpourri. It smells a
I
little
know,
different
right?
now. Fuck, dude.
Yeah, man, fucking shitting in public.
See, but yeah, if I'm already going and somebody new walks in, then it's no holds bar. But like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Because you know you got enough time to finish your shit and walk out while they're still pissing.
yeah, like.
So I actually did walk out and there was somebody pissing and he dead ass like. And I was like,
Oh,
too
I
late now.
forgot about that. Yeah,
Yeah.
if somebody knew that the smell was associated with me,
Yeah.
I will wait for that person to leave before leaving the stall.
Why?
Yeah. So you don't do that at all.
No.
You
Can you walk
didn't
us-
get
walk
the
us through
Catholic
your-
shame, dude. You didn't
He's
get enough.
he does.
Catholic.
I
No,
did enough.
you
He
didn't
said
get enough.
Yeah.
Nothing is anything that comes out of your body is evil. Everything.
That's so true. That's so true. That's a deep level of Catholic.
So are we all evil by nature?
Yeah, technically.
Yeah.
Naughty by nature.
You're so
Naughty
naughty.
boys. A bunch of naughty Catholics in here.
I'm Christian.
You were raised naughty. No.
Damn.
I'll see you later. I'm going home.
And he noticed your pigtails.
Yeah. Raised naughty.
Whoa, step bro.
Oh, snap, bro. So yeah, how do you shit in the bathroom? You just walk in.
Like he owns the place.
I can just see him. He walks in, pulling his pants down on his way to the stall.
And shits on the biggest motherfucker in there.
Yeah.
I own this bathroom now.
I shit on the biggest person in there.
Yes.
It's usually him.
This is my bathroom.
Yeah. to display dominance.
Oh, yeah.
I remember when I was younger, I was in a band, and there was a guy who would pee. Like, you know how when you pee into the toilet and you pee in a specific area, it makes a different sound? I remember he told me he would pee right in the middle of the toilet so that he would assert his dominance over people. He'd be like, yeah, I just piss right in the middle. That's the loudest, and I assert my dominance in the bathroom. And I was like, hey.
That's weird. I've never done that to hide the noise, but I'll piss in certain areas to not have piss fly back.
Oh, yeah. Now that's an
You have to like search around, find a certain spot.
So how do you feel not having to do any of this
Yeah, well, how do
shit?
you-
Not having a dick?
Yeah.
What?
Did you know that was a thing?
No.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah,
Girls hover in the bathroom.
Oh, I hover.
Yeah. When they
For
pee.
fun.
Yeah.
I feel like women maybe just aren't conscious of pee streams. Because it's not like just because you don't have a penis, you don't have a pee stream.
Yeah.
Like,
I think the female pee stream is more like there's more. I don't know. I don't have a female pee
so
stream.
let's
I'm
discuss.
not gonna sit here and be like, well, logistically speaking.
Let's discuss your stream. When you pee, is it directly into the bowl?
It's actually outside of the bowl.
For some reason, I sit down to pee and I just piss all over the handle. So now I'm stuck in here.
it's all that damn hovering.
I sit down in the bathroom and there's piss all over the kitchen. It makes no sense.
That's crazy, man. Shit.
Yeah, that's what girls do. They hover. Like, if there's no wax paper, fuck that shit.
Wax?
What's that?
Wax paper? Yeah.
Oh, the lobster bibs.
But yeah.
I do always check though. Like before I have to sit down, I'll check. I'll even like get a
Black light.
No, no, never.
Oh, God.
I would never
They're
do
seeing
that.
it here.
Like even if it looks like there's no like dried piss or even wet piss or whatever, I'll still always get
Put my
some
tongue on it real
toilet
quick.
paper, like wrap it around my hand and then do the wipe on the toilet seat.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna fucking hover though. Like I'll take a shower later in the day
Nice.
to get
Well,
some dried piss from
I don't
a
think they
stranger
hover
off my
very
hand.
Dude, how
Well, it's
strange
just
is
if there's
that?
no cover.
How strange is that?
I've never used the cover. I always just wipe.
Do you use the cover?
Yes.
I don't use the cover either. I used to use the cover until I stopped. I was like, this is too much work. I will shower again. So.
That's
Yeah, I mean,
interesting.
but I know I'm not just gonna sit in someone's piss without looking. I always clean it no
So
matter
we don't
what.
wipey poo. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I'll do the wipe to dry it off,
Okay.
and then I'll put the cover down anyway. Because half the time when you put the
seems
cover
firm.
down anyway, you still see those wet spots that you missed when the cover gets wet.
Ah.
So it's just like, oh, I was
You
gonna
can't-
sit and piss
You
anyway.
can't judge a toilet by its cover though. So.
So I take that cover
Yeah.
off, I re-dry it, and then I don't sit and piss.
Huh.
I'm really quite wrong.
Interesting. Where's the weirdest place you've had to go to the bathroom?
The weirdest place I had to shit or something?
Where it was like an emergency. You're like, oh, I gotta go shit.
Oh.
Like, has there ever been like, okay, you know how sometimes you're at an event or something, like at a concert, and then you got to shit like really bad, and then you walk in and the stall is just destroyed, and then you walk into the next stall and you're like, there's still shit
Well,
everywhere.
with your question and your example that made me think of this weird shit I had. One time we played a show at the Nile. I don't know if this was with Ma Band or Miss Anthony people, but whatever. We were playing a show at the Nile. Before it went on, I had to shit really bad.
Uh-huh.
And do you remember the Nile bathrooms? There was no stall door. It was a curtain.
What?
Yeah, it was a
I
curtain.
don't remember
It was
this.
really weird. So anyways, I'm shitting, and I finish, and I'm going to wipe my ass for the first wipe. You know, I'm like this, and the fucking screen just opens up, and it's like the guy that's putting on the show.
Oh shit, you're the promoter?
I think it was a
He was like an
KZ
Asian
show.
guy.
Oh, it was Zach Yosh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, whatever. I'm starting my first wipe. He opens the thing. We make eye contact, and I say hi. And he's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." Oh, and I could just tell he was so nervous.
Wow.
And then like
Colin.
later
I
on,
need to get to your
later on in
level
the
of
show, I
attention.
like looked at him again. He's like,
Dude, that's
I
crazy.
I know it was an
Yeah.
accident. He didn't fucking mean to.
That's so weird. Isn't that funny how
That
vulnerable
happens
you
to
feel
me.
when you walk in on somebody? Do you feel that way?
I've never walked into someone shitting.
No, really?
Yeah, because
So
I
we
would
gotta
ask.
fucking open more
If it's
doors.
just a fucking curtain, I'm gonna ask.
Have you never walked in, like, even not a public bathroom, but just like a private bathroom? Have you never accidentally walked in on like a private, like a home bathroom?
I don't think so.
Really, dude? Wow.
I have, and I was mortified.
Really?
Like, the person didn't care, but I was just like, oh.
Well, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah,
how
it's yeah.
I don't know how it feels because I don't think it's ever happened to me.
Huh.
Oh,
Yeah, I think you feel the trauma as the person walking in.
weirdest place I've shit, Column's closet.
Nice.
Seriously? Damn, I wish.
He was
I mean, he's right here, so no, I did not do that. I definitely did not do that.
He's like, oh, I thought that was my dog that we put there.
If Ryan was here, he would have the best story hands down.
Oh yeah? Did he
Oh
shit
my
somewhere
god, he
weird?
has such a good story. I
Where
love
did he
it.
shit?
I love forcing him to tell the story in front of people he's never told it to.
Oh shit.
I don't want to tell it because I want him to tell it to you.
Well,
Okay.
I'll
Looks
tell
like
mine.
Ryan's gonna be on the
Shit
podcast
story.
again.
I have
Alright.
forced him to tell it in front of like probably 20 different people.
Now he's gonna tell them from the
Because
internet.
it's not a not embarrassing thing.
Damn.
So when I was little, my uncle would do like really like just random shit. And one day he ran into the bathroom, and then he ran back out holding his balls, butt naked.
What?
And
Pranked you! Pranked all of you!
he was just like holding his balls,
Oh my god.
and he ran to his room, and we're like, he had clothes on when he went in there.
Damn it, I accidentally flushed my clothes again. God.
So we went in there. He shat in the middle of the floor.
In the bathroom?
In the bathroom.
Oh.
And we could just hear him laughing in his room.
Oh my god.
I don't know why he did it.
Extreme
to
bits.
this
That's really
That's crazy.
day. I think about that a lot.
I would too, fuck. Damn.
My grandma had to clean it.
Oh
Why? Did
Ouch, dude.
I don't know.
He had no clothes, Carl. He couldn't come out.
no. He must have shit himself real bad.
No. It was like a well formed shit. Like
Like he sat there and sculpted it. It was like, it
Well,
was
you've
like
also-
gross. And that movie with Patrick Swayze, he was like,
You've got to consider this. The collateral damage was bad enough that he had to take off the shirt. Like,
Yeah,
it wasn't
honestly.
just that he shit his pants.
it could have been.
Like, this was
yeah.
volcanic.
What happened to his clothes? Did you guys find him in the bathroom?
I don't know. Like there was shit in there. I
I'm staying away. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Like I don't know. That was hella funny though.
Like, that's impressive. That's an impressive level of what I would assume to be diarrhea.
No, it wasn't diarrhea. It was like a
Then-
well-formed shit. Like
Horrible planning, then. That's an impressive case of horrible
Or
planning.
very good planning.
I
It's
think
this
he
is
meant
gonna be
to
a funny
shit
bit.
in the middle of the floor.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. Also, my family was really into Jackass, so I feel like that
Oh,
had
yeah.
an
He
influence on
he
it.
just watched Jackass. He's like, this is gonna be hilarious.
Yeah, my family
Damn.
was really into Jackass. They would constantly be doing some fucking random shit.
Jackass inspired a lot of fucking crazy shit in the world, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Damn.
One time my cousin jumped, my aunt has a pool and her roof is like right like there where the pool is. Like, you know, like it's not far apart. So we would constantly go up there and like jump.
Jump in.
Shit into the
Just hover over the pool.
hover over the ceiling. You're just like,
Another cousin was holding your hands.
Jesus
So you could
Christ.
lean over perfectly.
This is really some two guys, one guest. Like, we're living up to the name today.
Yeah, seriously. It's funny. I was actually thinking about it today. I was like, what if we did a promo that looked like Two Girls, One Cup? But it was. So I'm glad this turned into this.
How did that play out in your head? How would that?
Yeah, it wasn't fully formed out, but it definitely had melted chocolate and a styrofoam cup. Yeah, I don't know, man. Shit.
Literally.
Yeah, literally.
But yeah, so my cousin jumped from the roof and he was wearing pants. So he jumped into the pool and his pants ripped all the way up to his ball sack.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that shit was funny.
I have 2 pairs of pants in my possession, and they're both ripped like right here.
Yeah, that happens, huh?
It's very annoying.
Weird.
Turn them into shorts. Shorts.
Then
That's
it's still
Doesn't
different.
solve the-
Yeah, that doesn't solve the problem at all.
Wait, Wait, like right in the crotch?
Yeah.
Oh.
Turn them into assless chaps.
Yeah, come on.
That solves my problem.
Come on, Colin. Be more creative. You can think of the time you'll shave off of your shits in public.
You've been shitting inefficiently.
Yeah, honestly.
You guys are acting like I shit like in a room of people. Like I shit right here. I am talking about in a normal bathroom. I don't have a problem doing my human function.
Yes, he has
Like,
no problem walking in and shitting on someone.
Do you ever? Do you like say you go to Target? Will you go shit in the Target?
Like in the bathroom?
Yeah, in the bath.
Yeah.
How bad
This
is
isn't a gotcha, Colin. I'm curious.
You mean it's like do you go find the Target at Target? No, just go to Target.
You shit on the dog statue at Target.
So, you go to the
The middle of
bathroom.
the circle.
Yeah.
There's 4 people washing their hands. You're in the stall. Do you shit?
Yeah.
Madman.
That's the most British thing you've ever done. He's a madman.
I can't believe you've done this.
Fucking lunatic.
Yeah, man. I'm trying to get to that level, but
I believe in you.
I'm trying,
Keep
man.
eating your fiber and you'll be in and out.
Look out.
Do you ever worry about your
You can eat that
smells?
jambalaya.
My smells?
Yeah.
And no. Here's a good one. I have a
I'm
good
glad
story.
that triggered it.
That reminded me of something.
Yeah.
So, the 2 years ago when me and Ryan and Brandon were in Flagstaff,
Yeah.
it was the day after the first time I'd ever had Indian food.
Great opening.
Yeah. Yeah, we were at a bar, we had been drinking for a while, and I had to shit.
God.
And we were like sitting at the bar, and the bathroom was behind me. So I went in there, did my business, came out, and I was like, I fucked that bathroom up, you guys. I fucked it up. And this, I said that, like the second I sat down, I said that, and then this fucking college girl's walking over, because it's a college town, this young college girl's walking over, she goes in the bathroom,
She's like,
and I'm
oh my
like,
God.
her life is ruined. I said that to Ryan and
Holy
Brandon, like,
shit.
she is fucked up.
She came out. She was like,
She
"Were you
came
the
out
guy
like
that did that to the bathroom?"
came out
Oh my
like
God.
3 seconds later. So there's no. She
There was
went
no
in there,
time.
closed the door, breathed, and then left.
Oh shit, dude!
I
That's
fucking ruined her
impressive, man. She learned a lot more.
Indian food.
in
It was
that
delicious. Not so delicious coming out.
Oh, God.
Shrek was wrong. Better in than going out.
You made the bar bathroom the bar bathroom.
Yeah. What do you expect? What do you expect?
So wait, like, if there's like 5 people washing their hands, and like one person drying their hands, and like one person at the urinal.
Basically, no matter the scenario, as long as I'm in a stall that's not like these 5 people are watching me shit, I'll take a shit.
Have you ever been taking a shit and somebody's just like,
I've never had that happen, but that would bother me.
would it?
Yeah.
What would you do? Would you just be like,
What the fuck?
Like
Because there's no
That's
excuse
crazy.
for that. Unlike
Yeah.
he opened the curtain, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, he was an
It's an
idiot.
accident, right?
You should have. If it's fucking
You
closed,
should have knocked more.
Should've knocked on the curtain.
You should have like said like, "Hey, is anyone in there?"
Anyone
Yeah,
shit?
yeah.
Use your adult voice because you're a fucking adult.
True.
One time I was in the restroom at Subway and I locked the door, but apparently I don't know what happened. Like this lady opened it, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And
She picklocked it.
I
She was
guess.
sitting there.
And she opened it, and she was like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry," and she still stood there, and I was like, "It's okay." And then she's like, "Okay," and she shut the door, and I was like,
That was fucking weird.
"Okay."
Acknowledge my apology.
Yeah.
Acknowledge
Oh
this,
my
and
God,
then
I'm
this
so
ends.
sorry.
Yep.
It's okay. Okay, bye.
Yeah. That's exactly what happened.
That's so weird.
Yeah. I was like, whatever. Like, yeah. If it was a guy, it would have been a different story. It would have been like, what the fuck, get out of here.
The
But
women's restroom, bro.
I think a guy would have reacted
Still.
more scared than the woman would have. You know what I mean? Like the guy opens like, "Oh shit! Sorry,
Oh, shit.
I'm not trying to hurt you. I'm leaving now."
yeah. Yeah, like,
Is it wrong?
I know, right?
like naturally, like people just like dip out, you know? She
Yeah.
like stood there staring at me, making eye contact.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, it's okay.
It's weird.
I was like, okay.
She wanted you to be courteous and acknowledge her apology.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was
so,
like, so I got next door.
She's like, "Excuse my reach."
Yeah.
speaking of which, so my grandma, she has Alzheimer's, and her
This is
new
a funny one.
Strange.
her
Strange
new
intro.
thing that she's
Oh,
been
right.
doing is not closing the door when she goes to the restroom.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Or not locking it.
Yeah.
And my family will walk in and she's in there and she's just like, hey.
Let's go.
She's like totally like not like get out of here or like, oh, I forgot to close the door. She's like, hey. And she just goes on about her business. Like she doesn't care that you're there.
She's
like,
past the level at Colin.
I was gonna say, is Colin your
yeah. I know, right?
I don't like
Colin.
I'm a normal person. You guys are fucking weird. You guys are weird.
That's crazy.
Oh, so to answer your question from earlier, I had headphones in.
What?
What?
Yeah.
I'm so confused.
so confused.
And I was yelling at him.
It's a bit from like 8:30.
Here,
Yeah.
let's
Yeah.
I need to go to
Shit,
sleep,
real quick.
so let's just end it.
Yeah, we're gonna call it there. Thanks for watching, guys. 2 guys, 1 guess.
Okay,
You
so
don't know what it
yeah, we're
is.
gonna call it there.
We're gonna call it right there.
I need to go to sleep. It's already.
Colin's gotta go to sleep. I gotta take a piss. Bathroom's right there.
Colin's gonna take a shit regardless of how many people are in the bathroom.
Andre's eyes squeeze.
Oh, it worked.
Amy breaks into houses. Colin shits in front of strangers. I gotta pee. Good night. Happy New Year. Merry Christmas. I'll see you on Valentine's. Maybe.
God damn it. We wrapped before I could work.
How do I do that? I'm gonna leave
I
it.
think I just throw the how many people.
Look at it. How am I supposed to figure this out? Oh,
Siri, stop. Siri, stop.
This one?
Siri,
This one?
stop recording.
Stop recording.
Siri, stop recording.
Siri, you're a fucking bitch. Stop recording.
Siri. Siri, stop recording. Siri.